Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry about that. I had to take care of something real quick. See where I got people in some room. Got Ma Johnson here, Eric Wilkinson, David Littard, Diesel Parker, Colleen. How you doing? Mopar Den's in the house. Hope everybody's having a good Monday evening. Oh, we got two hacks in there. What's up, brother? D Scagulone. What's up, brother? Yes, Diesel Parker. We are alive now. Mr. Terrence Seymour. How you doing, brother? Slant Daily Garage. What's up? Got Kurt Zimmerman in the house. Appreciate everybody coming in. D Scagulon says he's popping in, but he's got to hit the road. Definitely hit the like button, people. I appreciate it. We got Max Wedge in here. What's going on? We got Ian Norton from England. What's going on, brother? Everybody's coming in. Hope everybody's had a good Monday. Mine wasn't too bad. What's up, Jonathan? Al Bundy. Oh my God, I haven't been called that in ages, brother. All right, we got Big Man Zero in. Says hello to everybody. He has some after work to do. Keep on wrenching, folks. Appreciate it, brother. We got Mitten Made Muscle. What's going on? A couple of new people in here I haven't seen before. Appreciate it. We got Todd in here. What's going on? Jason Whaley's in. He says Slag Hammer looking spicy. Appreciate it. But good evening to everybody. But yeah, it was a nice little eventful weekend. Now we got TNT Garage to here. Says hi everyone. I seen Slag Hammer tear up the road. Unfinished projects in. Wow, y'all just coming in tonight. I appreciate it. But yeah, it was a pretty decent weekend. We got some more parts in for Kiwi's motor. Still waiting on a couple more things, and just about get that thing buttoned up. And let's see, what else did we do? Some sketchy stuff with this Honda, putting some lowering springs in it, and we threw out a little short on it using those big old industrial zip ties. Slant Daily Garage says I can't stay here long, but wanted to ask about the converter and how it acted. Shane, it acted good as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it did what it needs to do. I just need to do what I need to do and bring the R's up a little bit more at the line. But as far as the converter itself, once it locked in pretty good. So far it's working good, and appreciate it, brother. We got John R in the house from Montana. Appreciate it. And if anybody hasn't checked him out yet, Shane's channel, go to Slant Daily Garage. I love this man to death. He works on stuff I like. He's working on some Gen 3 stuff. And the man is just a bucket of knowledge. So if you want, head over to hit him up. Like I said, a Slant Daily Garage. He also does a tech thing with Dallas on the AHRA channel. So check them out on Wednesdays. But it seems like he's pretty cool dude, man. I'd be glad to meet him. Let's see. Max says glad to see Slag Hammer ran trouble free. I mean, for the most part, the car did good. Didn't have any running issues with it. The transmission seemed to work fine. The converter seemed to work good. Need to do some minor things to it. When you get the secondaries to kick in a little bit quicker, so I got to work on that. Put some new plugs in it, because the plugs that were in it were the plugs that were left in it from Power Tour. So definitely need to put a new set of plugs in her. Uh, there was a small transmission leak going on with the dipstick tube, and so we need to address that and get that out of the way. Probably play with the timing a little bit and hopefully get it back to the track. A lot of it's got to do with me right now, getting used to the car, and so Saturday night when we took it out, I just stayed easy with it, trying to get used to it. I mean, I didn't go balls to wall per se with it. Bus Garage, what's going on, brother? Unfinished project just said only 4 Saturdays left. I know, man. There's a lot to do in a short amount of time. But hopefully, weather permitting, I'll be able to get the car back out to the track this Saturday, do some more hits on it. And get used to it a bit more. I want to lean on it a little bit harder this time. And my main thing right now, I got to get my reaction time way down, and bring the R's up at the starting line and let everything do what it needs to do instead of kind of being. For me, I'm being safe with it at the moment. Let's see, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the cable on the shifter. I got to adjust that. It's out of sync by one click, and so that was messing with me. So other than that, I mean, the car did good. I can't complain. I mean, it's going to be a nice bracket car. Eric Wilkinson says, "How is Kiwi doing?" I have not called him today. I believe he's probably back at work. I usually try not to bother him on Mondays because he's really busy on Mondays. So I will give him a shout tomorrow to see how he is doing. Hopefully he's doing good. Let's see what else happened. Another YouTuber was out there. He's part of the event coming up at the end of the month in Sykeston. Dr. Arts. He was there with his Ford Ranger. I got to talk with him for a little bit. That's going to be a fast little truck once he gets little quirks straightened out. He had the same issue with me, except his oil dipstick tube was leaking on him, so he's going to get that fixed and come back out. So hopefully I see him again out there this Saturday if I get out there. Cool. Slant Daily says we'll have a beer at the No Name Nationals. I appreciate it, brother. We got Mr. Bill in. What's going on, brother? Finished project says y'all have fun. He's got to hit back to work. I appreciate you stopping in real quick, brother. But there's a lot of stuff left to do to get ready for this event on the No Name, and short amount of time. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get it to track 2 more times. So I'm going to try to go this Saturday and try to go next Saturday, and that's probably all I'm going to have time for with the car. So the next 2 outings, I've got to get things straightened out with it that I want to get straightened out with it, and get me straightened out with it driving the car, and then Hail Mary it at the end of the month. Ian asked, did you get the window trays sorted out for Kiwi's engine? It has been ordered. So as soon as it gets in, make sure we'll get it in, make sure it's the right one that he ordered. Because I know there's a difference between stock and the stroker. So hopefully he got the one for the stroker. I'll find out more tomorrow about that. 2X Garage says, I love to race against Slag Hammer. I bet you would, brother. You got a nice little ride going on there. And if y'all haven't checked out 2Hacks, he's got a nice little build that he's done. I don't think Slag is going to be as quick as 2 hacks, but it'd be fun. Because he's definitely got me beating the cubic inches department. We got Dexter going on. What's going on, brother? But I mean, it overall did good. The motor held together fine. Training held fine. The rear end seemed to hold fine. Um, the slicks are doing their job. Ari, what's going on, brother? So right now it's just me getting myself dialed in, or in the good old universe of Star Wars, must become one with the car. I see Dexter says, "Hey, Al, Slag Hammer looked good tearing down the strip." I appreciate it, brother. Like I said, it was that weekend or Saturday night was for me to get used to the car. So I haven't pushed it to its full potential yet. I don't want to go out there and break it the first night. Ari says over at his buddy Shine's shop again, retrieving a jack I lent him about 2 years ago. That happens, man. I've done that. I borrowed something from somebody and forgot completely about it, and they'll give me a call 6 months down the road. Hey, do you still got that? Oh yeah, I forgot all about it. And vice versa. I've lent things out and hell, forgot that I even lent it out. Let's see what we got there. First responder garage is in the house. Appreciate it, brother. But overall, I mean, Saturday evening was a good deal. I was happy overall. And like I said, I'm going to try to do it again this Saturday and kind of go from there with it. The more seat time I get with it, the more comfortable I'll get with it. See, Colleen said I didn't lean equipment or tools, right? But yeah, it's getting close to the deadline on everybody, man, to get their stuff done, ready to go. Jason Whaley's asking, what tires are you using on the rear? It's 29.5 by 1050/15. We got Kurt Zimmerman. What's going on, brother? Slag Hammer rocks. I appreciate all the hard work. I mean, it took everybody to get her done. Shopcat Industries in the house now. What's up? Let's see. Hello, Al. Yesterday went to a vintage tractor pull show in Shine. Displayed my 77 Ski-Doo Everest 444 LC near all original 62 Matchwag Dark. Cool. Let's see. TNT Garage. Have you thought about doing your own build? Yes, it's in the pipeline. I just got to get the rest of the money saved up so I can go get the car. I got half of it saved up right now, but other obligations, I had to slow down a little bit on saving. But as soon as I get that, yes, I will be doing my own build. We got Daddy's Money Garage in there. He says, I'm here. Hopefully everyone doesn't leave. What's going on, Austin? We got Rex Warts 1 in. Appreciate it. Max Wedge says, cutting a good light is easy. Doing it over and over is the tough part. That's why I choke red light when it counts. Oh, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's definitely. I've dabbled in racing off and on past few years when I got back into building stuff again. But I haven't hardcore raced probably in 20 plus years. So it's like getting back on a bike again that you haven't rode and God knows how long. So it'll come back to me. DRC Racing, what's going on, bro? He says, let it rip. Um, Appreciate it. See, Daddy's Money Garage just said we fixed a lot of jet bugs. If it weren't for the rain today, we've been out doing burnouts. You can do them out in the rain anyway. Let's see. Ari says he's got a tune out, guys. Time to get this old rig home. Brother, you have a safe trip home, man. But I think Austin and the crew we're going to try to hook up together one weekend and see what they can do with the junkyard jet. So Austin, if you want to try to do it this Saturday, I'm game. But Ethan was going to race his car that night too. His 300 SRT8. When we got there, come to find out his radiator has a crack in it now. So he didn't race it Saturday night. Then he hit an armadillo on the way home. Took out his what they call it, the lower valance underneath his front end. So he wasn't too happy about that. So I think we're getting to the point now, since that's happened, he's wanting to. We got two more things to order for his car, then we can go ahead and pull the motor out of it and do all the changes he's wanting to do to it. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. John R says, burn out in the rain keeps your wheels clean. That's right. Michael and Marvin, the Chrysler kit car, what's going on? He says, hey, sorry for running late. Damn knee replacement slowed me down. Oh, I bet, man. My other half had both hers replaced at the same time. But she's doing a lot better now. She just went for her last doctor's appointment, and they said she was good to go, no need to come back. So she's starting to enjoy her new knees now. DRC racing, how do you miss Florida? Yeah, I miss it, man. I think the biggest thing I miss overall, which is funny, is the beaches and the Cuban food. That's the two biggest things I miss. Other than that, man, I love the peace and quiet up here. But I try to go down as much as I can. I mean, I still have family down there. Now I've got a cousin of mine I'm real close with. He's staying in my house in Alabama and been helping me do the rehab on it. And kind of the same thing. He was wanting to get away from the hustle and bustle down there in Central Florida. So he's looking for property in Alabama. We got Randy Bowers in. Appreciate it, brother. What's going on? Cohen says, I'll take mountains over beaches any day. I mean, I love it, man. I love the mountains up here. I like the laid back feel up here. And it's not hustle and bustle. And what was funny was when I first moved up here, and I think it was probably about 5 years before I went back to Florida for a visit. And I was cussing the whole time. I'm originally from Tampa. and the way people were driving down there, and I was like, did I actually used to drive this bad? So I don't miss all the crap down there now. I do miss going to Ybor City though. JB's little shops in the house. What's going on, brother? Hope you found your oil leak and got it straightened out. Need Metal says South Florida is getting nuts. It doesn't surprise me at all, man. DRC Race says Allie should come down this year for Snowbird's first weekend in December. 50 Pro Mods for 51K at Braden Motorsport Park. We'll see if everything lined up. I might take a trip down there. Colleen says lights for U-turns. Florida's crazy. It is, man. The way they're starting to do things. I tell you what, there's some places over in South Carolina now that are getting nuts. The way they're doing the roads now. First Responder Garage announcement. Let's see. If it's okay with you, anyone have a big block Mopar intake I can hack and turn into a blower intake for a V71? So if anybody's got an extra intake laying around for a big block that they don't have use for, get a hold of First Responder here and see if he can hack one up. Let's see what else we got. Just came in. AT, greetings from Ireland. What's up, brother? It's 1:23 a.m. and I start work at 6. I hear you, man. Colleen says she's in Columbia, South Carolina. I know exactly where you're at. Been there many a times. Used to stay over there at the Petro doing my brakes. John R. says that St. Augustine is a pretty town. Oh, it is. There's some great towns in Florida, though. But Tampa is not Tampa anymore like it was when I was growing up. Just like the Clearwater and St. Pete and Lakeland area. It's all grown so much. Let's see, Colleen goes 77 Bluff Road. Not sure on exactly where it was located at, but I usually stayed at the Petro or the Flying J over there, or every once in a while, if I couldn't find a place to stay everywhere else, I'd stop at the TA. Duchess says, if I can't have a blower on my big block, I want a tunnel ramp, dual quad, of course. All right, we got Robert in the house. What's up, brother, from Blanchard, Oklahoma? We got Mopar Man 1978 in the house. We got Mark from Canada in the house now. JB's Little Shop says, I respect your decision not to share the times on your run, but would like to know what the slowest one was. Well, JB, the slowest run I had was like 13.5 because I couldn't get the car out of first gear. So I basically almost shut the car down about the middle of the track and got finally clicking the second. And I went on and to the other end of the track. Like I said, I've got used to the car. And of course, on that ordeal, it done it to me a couple of times that night between burnouts. Did it one time going down the track, and did it one time getting it off the trailer. I went to click over the second, so I've got to adjust that cable out. but I am keeping all the time slips with me. And I say probably after the third time I go to the track, I'll share them all with you. That way, there I can show you the progress with me getting used to the car and getting the car dialed in. I've already been getting comments already for some people. No, that car's a turd and blah 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 blah. They don't realize, they actually watched the video all the way through and listened, that this was a shakedown, me getting used to the car. So you can tell which ones who read or actually watch the whole videos, some who don't. Let's see, AT says, catch you later. I'm about a 100-mile drive to Dublin to deliver a digger. Ooh, brother, you be safe out there. Will's Garage said you did find the track out. Keep testing. I'm definitely going to do that. Let's see. Michael and Marvin Crest Kit Car says, Al, I was impressed with your testing of Slag Hammer. You had the correct idea to complete test. 1, be safe. 2, get everything working correctly. Find second gear. I hear you, brother. Oliver, what's going on, brother? See, Robert says, I'm having my transmission rebuilt right now. Bullet Cam said I needed a 3500 stall. Transmission builder says 25 is max. Big question mark. 93 D150. That's a toss up, brother. Do you listen to your trans builder? Or what Bullet's saying? Sound like you might need to get them good machinists involved with that as well. Mopar May 1978 said, I thought Slag Hammer did a great job. Appreciate it. Because who knew that Mexico was so close to Michigan, right? Yeah, I saw Nolan doing some test hits with it. JB's little shot says, I think I'm not sure more in this little 85. It will be a big question mark from here on out. There's Nolan now. What's going on, brother? Wild Rose Garage. If y'all haven't checked him out yet, go check him out. He's got the Lark, and I'm going to be racing against him at the event. So check him out. Damn good guy. I'd be glad to meet him in person. He says, the car you piece together works pretty damn good for the first time out. It takes time to get the kinks worked out of this. I know it firsthand. No doubt, brother. Will's Garage says, Slag Hammer looks like it pulls hard out the back door. It does, but like I said before, I need to bring the R's up on the line. I'm not doing that. Part of it is I really can't see the tack at night. I'm going to have to get a brighter light in it. And because I'm using an old school tack, so there's no shift light on it or anything like that. So once I get the lighting on that straightened out where I can actually see it at night, I'm going to put a couple little marks on it to see what I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, once it's in second, man, she's gone. And so just going to keep hitting at it. So Eldrin says, hey, sorry, I'm late. Did not work very well today, but much like Slag Hammer, let's see. Where'd it go? Someone just came in on Super Chat. I appreciate it. Did not work very well. It's like Slag Hammer. My Cody did not want to get into second. It's an adjustment thing. I mean, when I had it on Power Tour, it was really doing good and was shifting good. But when we when the transmission came out and got rebuilt and put back in with the stall or with the converter and stuff, it's off by one click. So I've got to get in there and adjust that out. Michael and Barbara Crester Kit, dude, I appreciate the super chat. Let's see. John R says, "What were you tacking going through the track?" Dude, I have no idea. That's why I said I've got to get a light on it. The first hit I did was still kind of daylight, and I really, like I said, that run has kind of almost aborted itself out. Let's see. First Spawner Garage says, "Pay attention to how it sounds. It has more in it. There's going to be a lot of schooling at No Name." Oh, there is, and I'm used to shifting by sound, and I used to do that with the Coronet and a couple other cars I had. Once I got to the point of getting used to the car and hearing the sound where I was shifting at, I quit looking at the tag. But right now, I need to look at the tag to find out where she's going to bottom out at on each gear and hear that. And once I can get that dialed into my brain, I think I'll be all right. Mopar Man says blue light is better on the eyes at night. Oh, you're so correct. JB is asking, okay, how do you do a super chat? Colleen says, hit the money symbol at the right of your chat bar. Let's see, Wild Rose said, it's funny how I had the same problem last week with my Hearst Pontiac. Promatic not going into second, over revved it bad, got it figured out. Oh, that's what scared me on that first run, man, because it was in first and I wound first out. And it almost floated on me there for a second. And that's like, all right, I just kind of just more or less backed her off down to a crawl and got to click in. And so once I get that out of the way, I think that part will be good. We got Punisher Lamont and Garage in the house. What's going on, brother? First Garage says, I was talking about the people that think that the car is a turd. It's got more in it than it meets the eye. It does. I mean, the video doesn't do justice. And of course, the people that were in the other lane with me had much faster cars. That the last hit I did on the night, which was the third hit, that Chevrolet S10 was a righteous truck. I think when he crossed at like a 5 something. So that was a quick truck. But it's going to be all good when it's done. It's going to be a good race between me and Nolan. So it's going to be nice. And I think Nolan's got me, I think, by 1,000 pounds. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, I can't remember how much your car weighed out. I think right now with me in the car is right out just a little bit, about 3,400 pounds. Michael and Marvin, does Slag Hammer have slicks on the back of it? Yes, it does. It has 29.5, 1050 15s on it. Talking about lights and stuff, I thought I broke my phone Saturday night, and thought I had a little chip on the camera lens on the back. So I was looking back on the videos and stuff, and there was these little green light pixels in the video, and I thought I messed that new phone up. And then I had my other half; she was filming at the other end of the track, and hers was doing the same thing. Well, come to find out, it was the lights at the drag strip that was causing the little green dots in the video. And I was like, man, I didn't feel like getting another phone already. Let's see. Wild Rose says I have to put it on the scales yet. I would guess it's around 3,000 pounds plus me in it, and he's only running a 331 gear. I wouldn't think that little car be that heavy, Dolan. It's good to know if it is. Let's see. Michael Marvin said thanks. They looked a little hard in testing. No, I mean they did good. I mean, I had them at 18 pounds. So I'm gonna play with that a little bit. The Punisher Le Mans says Le Mans weighs in at 3450 with him in it, and fuel full of fuel. But overall, it was good. So, like I said, we're going to try to do it again next Saturday and have Ethan back with me. Punisher Le Mans says it only runs low tens, though. Is that in the eighth or the quarter? John Mott says 60 foot. Well, like I said, I mean, it's going to be a cool bracket car. I mean, it's going to be naturally aspirated. There's nothing more that's really going to be done with the motor. Punisher Le Mans says in the quarter. So it did tens in the quarter and 1650 and 8. It's not bad for a heavy girl. Rose says I would say around 12 psi on the slick, that size, and the car that weight. Right. Like I said, I'm going to play with it. So. Let's see. Dexter's talking about working on his truck. He's getting a little red Express interior. Cool. I used to like the little red Express and the Warlocks, man. I love the step sides. See, Mopar Man 78 said he brought the 65 Plymouth four-door Valiant home date. Yeah, I saw the video on that, man. Doctor said he wished he can get a good set of little red chrome slots. Oh, yeah. Well, GGX, what's going on, brother? All the way from Argentina. John R asked, "Do you have the choice to run eighth or quarter mile at your drag strip?" No, this one's only an 8 mile track. Um, I think the closest one for me, I think, is Bowling Green. That has an eighth and a quarter, but depending on what they do at their events, sometimes they use the quarter, sometimes they use the eighth. Dux was saying his truck is an A3 short bed D150 non-step side. I mean, I still like the trucks, man. I mean, me personally, I was into um, the 68, 69, 70s, and the 75, 76, 77, 78 trucks. Mohawk 62, what's going on, brother? Mark, what's going on? Let's see. Good night, all. I enjoy your channel. Keep up the great work. Appreciate it, brother. You have a good evening. Wild Rose says, also, I've always ran quarter mile tracks, but after playing in Mexico on the 8th mile, I like it way better. Mustang, Mopar Mustangs and minivans. What's going on? Taking a little lunch break. If you have a chance, go check them out. They're a new channel. Mopar's Mustang and minivans. Dexter says the Dodge parts guy said he might have a Dana 60 on the slip. Cool, grab it, man, if you can get it. Lobo GX says, I saw the last video of Slag Hammer at the track with family. Oh, yeah, I mean, the other half was there. My son was there. His girlfriend was there. So we just kind of made an evening out of it. Mopar Man 78 says he'll be doing an actual video on the car and the plans for it. Cool. I like to see what you do with it, man. Punch Lamont says Wild Rose turbo cars make the big end really fun. I guess I'm getting ready to find out here during the winter months. We're going to take Ethan's race truck and put a turbo on it. And that's going to be my first time putting a turbo on something. So going to have some fun with it. And then hopefully we'll take it out this spring. Or next spring, I should say. Wild Rose is leaving pretty even. Brother, you have a good one, Nolan? I'm pretty sure we'll make clean passes, brother. It's going to be a good race between you and I. Punisher says turbo cars are a blast. RJB says anything going on with the race truck since the accident? Not really. I mean, he's drove it a couple times. There's things that we're wanting to do with it. And but right now he's been like all over the plate with everything right now. He's wanting to get things done on the SRT8. He's been working on that little Honda daily driver that he drives to work. And he just put lowering shocks on it. And so hopefully we're going to get to, I think this winter we're going to do the turbo on it. We got to pull the motor out, regap the rings, change the cam out, put a different cam in it since we're going to be running turbo. Get rid of the long tube headers and get everything lined up for it. Put another bed on it. We've been talking about maybe just doing a bed shell and bringing the frame in so we can put some fat tires underneath it. So we'll see how that goes. There's a lot that we need to get started on. Of course, that takes money. So as the money comes in to do the projects, then we can get started on. But I like to see the truck back out again. White Trash Motorsports says the inrush of boost from a turbo is one of the best feelings ever. So I'm looking forward to him with us getting on that because I like to see him back out there at the track. Now he is having fun with SRTA at the track, and like I said, he was going to race it Saturday night while we were there, but then there was a crack in the radiator. I guess happened on the way there. I don't know. It's right there by the upper radiator hose, and so now we got to get that fixed. But he doesn't want to touch that car until he gets 2 more parts ordered. And then just go ahead and do everything at once on that one, which is going to be now the radiator. We're going to pull the motor out, freshen it up. I mean, she runs great, but we're going to go ahead and put all new gaskets in her, check the bearings. I mean, because she's got some miles on her now. And check all that stuff out. Probably put a different Millings high volume pump in it. He's thinking about putting a cam in it. So we kind of want to do everything at once while it's out. That way we're not doing one thing, putting it back in. He drives it for a little bit, then we pull it back out again. So we'll see. David Lenore, so what's up? David, to be honest with you, dude, I ain't going to get into all that on my channel. I mean, I do appreciate the question. And whatever's going on is going on. Tony and I are friends. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I value friendship over everything. John R. is asking, let's see, what ET are you hoping for on the truck? Well, it all depends what he wants to do with it. He's up in the air with it. We're wanting to definitely put a 456 gear in it so we can run the 8th. I'm thinking once we do the turbo on it and everything else, that truck should be probably in the 6s somewhere, just to be conservative. But David, it's all good, brother. I mean, I know you're not trying to start any drama. Oh, Colleen's getting on everybody right now. But for him, it's just going to be a nice, fun truck to drive. I mean, but at the end of the day, it depends on him, what he exactly wants to do with this truck. Robert goes, thanks for reminding me. You know, it's like with my Charger RT. I want it to be a fun car, but I want it to be a daily as well. And I've already did the Eagle head swap on it, along with the Eagle rods, Eagle pistons, Eagle intake. And I put a truck cam in it because I wanted more torque. So, I mean, that car off the line, the red car, my RT does really good off the line. But I've really got to get a different set of gears for the rear of it. But as far as the drag racing stuff, man, we're just out to have fun with it. We're not out there to try to make money with it. We're in races. I mean, more about going out there and having fun with what you've got and make the most out of it. I see guys at the track that are bracket racers and they're doing it with a 1450 car in the 8th mile. And these guys are like winning because they're consistent all the time. But they were having fun with it at 1450. But I mean, having a 650, 750 car, I mean, that's not bad to have fun with, and it's not costing a whole lot of money to do that. Let's see, Dexter says, has anyone heard of the Gen 2 Hemi being converted to Gen 3 coil on plug? Just heard a little bit about this last Wednesday at the car show. I mean, it can be done. I mean, everything was just ran through the computer. They just did where did I see it on? It was on Engine Power. I think it was a Windsor motor that they converted over to coil on plug. And it actually did pretty good. But everything was ran with a computer. It had a crank trigger on the front of the motor. It says some thermostats do work better with live batteries. Dude, I just went through that with mine. We had to have our unit replaced probably about 10 months ago. And we went ahead and had a new thermostat put in it, and it's just on battery. And that thing went nuts when the battery went dead in it. Mopar Man 78 says John Wilbur asked in his lives where I've been hiding. I said just working at my job, snapping necks and cashing checks. I hear you, man. It's hard to be on all the time. It really is. I mean, it's like when I go out there and do videos, sometimes I forget to do a video on something. I'll sit there and go work on something and get it done with, and like, man, that would have been a cool video. But that, at the end of the day, I mean, everybody's got day jobs. But the way this summer's been, my air conditioner has basically been nonstop. Now, the past few nights, it's been pretty nice out, so it's actually been giving it a rest. I might have to go ahead and just up it to a bigger tonnage next year. Robert goes, not me. I'm happily retired. I hope to be soon myself. I consider myself kind of semi-retired because everything that's going on with me right now between the rheumatoid arthritis in my back and everything and some other issues kind of makes it hard for me to work a steady job anymore without hurting all the time. Mopar Mustang minivans. All right, got to head back to work. Look forward to seeing you guys at No Name, getting them subs up. I hear you. Have a good one. Dexter says I had a chance to buy a whole house generator natural gas used for a good deal. Cheap, had 300 hours on the unit, but my lady fought me tooth and nail, so I already had one. Oh, it happens sometimes. There's things that I buy and well, we've already got one. It's like, well, this one's bigger, so I'll sell the other one. We'll recoup some money off of it. But that's how I am with cars. Because one, I don't have enough room for everything that I want. So if I find a vehicle I really want, I've got to sell one. But we ain't had too much problem with power outages over here on my end of the world. Thank God. It did mess with the cable for a little bit though. Let's see, Robert says, glad I bought the whole house, natural gas, Generac. No more food going bad, and I don't have to keep gas cans everywhere. I hear you. One day I think about getting one for the house down in Alabama. Because eventually I'm probably going to move down there. We'll see. I'm still trying to convince the other half, but that's years down the road. So now I just call it my hideaway house. I want to chill out for a weekend and get away from everything. I usually drive down there. See, Lobo GTX says, here in Argentina, we have a lot of cars running on natural gas, especially taxis and pickups. Yeah, they've tried that here too. And with the big trucks and stuff, Pilot and the Flying J's and stuff were setting up these natural gas setups and everything else, and it just was there for a second, and they just shut everything down. They just wasn't as popular. Dr. Arch Hot Rod, what's going on, brother? I was just talking about you early on. But he was out there with the track with me on Saturday. Very nice man to talk with. Hopefully get to see more of him. Dr. Art, very nice guy. Cranky Crow, why did UTG pull out a no name? You have to ask him, brother. I mean, even though him and I are friends, we don't talk about everything. And see, Dr. S says it was slow night on my life, so I came here. Well, I appreciate it. But I'm going to try to go back again this Saturday. I don't know if you're going to try to make some more passes this weekend or not. In 2 weeks. Maybe we can get the yeah, let's try to do that. If you're gonna be there in 2 weeks, we'll see if we can get the Junkyard Jets there as well. Says he has people over at the house this weekend. Oh, I hear you, brother. I hear you. But Austin was talking with me since they got the alignment done on the Junkyard Jet and some other little things. They're about ready to start testing with this. Maybe we can get them out there as well that weekend. We'll just have some fun. Let's see. Doug says my uncle had a 78 Power Wagon with a 440 running on propane in the early 90s. It was a dog. It was. I mean, well, it's like here for us, like through Florida and everything. We have a South Central Bell, which basically AT&T bought out and everything else, and all their service vans and work vans were ran on propane. See, Robert's asking, have you guys been watching Nevilax 57 with his twin turbo GM inline 6 motor? I have not. I need to go check it out. Mr. Don English, what's going on, brother? Let's see. Saturday the 10th, we should make a call out to Austin and the others Tennessee YouTubers, right? Actually, sounds like a good idea. Dongley says a pre-NNN, right? Jenner says, I thought Kiwi would check in by now. Yeah, I mean, I figured he would be too, but I'll give him a call in the morning and see how he's doing. I think I talked to him the other day. Was it Thursday or Friday? And to me, he sounds still a little bit under the weather, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll give him a call tomorrow, see how he's doing. Robert Manny says it's insane. He made over 800 horsepower on the dyno at the rear wheel. Oh, God. Goes shotgun Austin apparently has an alignment. Dude, that front of that car was so out of whack. I'm surprised he was able to drive it the few days he did. Cranky Crow, thanks. Yeah, dude, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything about all that, but it's just whatever happened. I mean, it's happened, and I still don't know exactly everything that's happened. Tony and I have talked a little bit. I mean, but we're still friends. A lot of that stuff went down when I was in Oklahoma dealing with my brother issues and stuff. But it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, Tony and I are friends. So but yeah, I'm definitely have to check out that video, man. A straight six with dual turbos making 800 horse. Definitely got to check that out. Let's see. Low GX says here are many of the 60, 70 pickups, Dodge, Ford, Chevys running with natural gas. And this is over in Argentina. Wow. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. I got to get up early and do some work, and definitely got to get my shut eye. Jason Garage just popped in, brother. I'm getting ready to sign off, but I do appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you again for the support. Thanks for the super chat tonight, and I'll see y'all next Monday night. Appreciate it.